Hey guys, have you ever felt bad about feeling bad? What do I mean by that? Have you ever felt bad about feeling sad or about being angry or about being vulnerable or about having some kind of shame in a given situation? And you feel like it's not okay for you to be in that feeling and that you need to do something right now in order to fix yourself because you should not feel this way. Like it's not okay for you to feel that emotion, hence you feel bad about feeling bad, and you're really resisting the experience and the emotion of whatever is happening in your reality, and you're going into trying to distract yourself. One of my favorite distraction when I used to go through those phases, and I still do, by the way, sometimes, is to grab my phone, grab my phone and go on social media and just scroll down and just kind of like distract myself from the situation. And so there is so much distraction today and so much ways for us to cope with how we feel in order to not feel bad, because it is not commonly accepted for us to feel bad, or we don't really know even what to do when we feel bad. Like for me, it was almost like being like weak in a certain way. So I don't know if you can relate, but maybe it's different for you. But it's like, and also there is this theme today where, with the law of attraction and so on, we should always remain positive because we're creating our reality and therefore we're attracting things into our reality. So if I'm feeling bad and if I'm thinking bad, I'm going to create certain situation that I don't want. Okay. And so that also is a coping mechanism. And it's a sort of fake positivity, because by avoiding the problem or repressing it or suppressing it or just saying like it's not there, let's avoid it altogether, you're not actually dealing with the situation. Because if we go from the aspect that your emotion is valid, however you feel because you perceive the situation to be a certain way. Even though if you feel like you are conflicted about it, like maybe a part of you feel like I should not feel this way because it's not that much of a big deal, but another aspect of yourself really feels ashamed about that or afraid or angry at this situation. If you continue to feed on that dynamic of inner conflict by trying to really continue to live in a positive state no matter what, denying those aspects of yourself, you're going to continue to resist yourself. And that in and out of itself is a form of self-abuse, we could say. Because it's almost like if there's a child, right? And that child is experiencing that anger or that shame or whatever that emotion it is. And instead of helping the child to understand and deal with that emotion in a healthy manner, you give him a cookie. Oh, eat this. Just don't think about it. Eat this. Or you tell him you should not feel about this. Or you even like go full on anger on him because it's not okay to feel that type of emotion or to show that type of emotional display. And so that's pretty much how you're dealing with the emotion at that point. Okay, so you're abusing yourself and you're not giving yourself the compassion that you should be given in that situation for you in order to be able to integrate that emotion, find a lesson in it, because emotions are not good or bad in and out of themselves. But if you start to see them as messenger, that they bring a certain information, a certain insight for you that you need in order for you to grow from this situation, and not re-experience the same loop over and over and over again. If you start to adopt this view that it's benefit that it happens for you so that you can integrate certain aspect of yourself and grow from it, you'll be a much more healthier mentally, emotionally, and also physically human being, because you won't be reacting, resisting your reaction, and distracting yourself on various like distraction that's available for you. So have a look if this applies for you, and next time you find yourself in this situation where you're feeling bad about feeling bad, instead of allowing this loop to go on. Just stay present with the emotion. See what is it that you need to learn or see differently or grow from that emotional response. And when you do that and you give yourself that type of presence and that type of compassion, the emotion will also subside and you will be able to grow in a healthy manner from it.